So, welcome back to Level Up Stress Down with your girl Nia. And today I am making shredded chicken lettuce wraps. Now, for my family, they will have the shredded chicken, but they usually do with Ritz crackers um, or they'll do with like wheat bread, or sometimes they'll do with Hawaiian rolls. I typically do with lettuce wraps because I really don't eat too much bread unless it's like sourdough bread. I love sourdough bread. Um, Bread is my favorite thing, so that was one of the biggest things I think I skimmed back on and kind of gave up on. So I do a lot of things with lettuce wraps. When we have burgers or turkey burgers, I'm always wrapping them in lettuce, and but they usually have wheat bread or Hawaiian rolls or something. So the benefits of the lettuce wrap before I get started is it's a high protein, low carb meal, which is what I like. So it's pretty much 40 plus grams, depending on what you put it in, how much you're consuming in a serving. But that high protein, low carb basically supports again muscle recovery, energy, and helps you to feel full longer. So nearly there's no added sugars. So except from like the sweet relish, there is some added sugars from the sweet relish. So just be careful of the amounts that you put in there. Also, it adds fiber, and with the me using the lettuce wraps, that actually adds hydration and micronutrients from the lettuce. So it's a gut friendly um, dinner or snack or lunch, and it's also heart healthy. And again, it's a weight option that helps you to either maintain your weight or losing weight or wherever you are in your journey. But it's good for the weight. It's ideal for post workout recovery, or again light lunches, or your weight management diets, or wherever you're at. So it's a high protein, low carb. So let's get this made here. So also let me say before I do start, everything is pretty much done already, pre-done. So I already pre-broiled the hard-boiled eggs. Can you make it out? They're already done. Um, I did already make the chicken, so I did chicken breast and did the chicken breast, and I put them in the crock pot and put all my seasoning and everything in them, and I let them slow cook. So once those were done, then I shredded it in there, and I cooked that yesterday. So that was already done. So this is what you'll see. That's the chicken in there. So it's already shredded. It's already ready to go. So the chicken is already ready to go. The hard-boiled eggs are ready to go. And so this will be a quick and easy dinner. Let's go. So you can put however you like to cook the chicken is however you like to cook it. Time frame, I did mine, and like I said, in the crock pot because that was just easier for me to do. And let me do this to get it all out. So comment down below if you like chicken salad sandwich, or is it something that's new that you're willing to try? I'm interested to hear. As I get all this soup out into the bowl. So I had cooked probably, I think it might have been, I believe it was 9 chicken breasts. This is not 9 chicken breasts right here. We had pulled chicken sandwiches. Of course, I had them in some butter breasts too, but the guys had them in sweet, in the sliders, in the Hawaiian rolls and sliders. So a lot of that chicken went in there. Usually when I do that option, I do multiple things with the shredded chicken. Yeah, this was. So one thing that I do like to do is you can use mayonnaise, but I'm very careful with mayonnaise because of the high um, fat content in mayonnaise. So I do plain Greek yogurt and mayonnaise. Now, if it's just me and I'm making a side small or just myself, then it's nothing but Greek yogurt in there. I don't like mayonnaise. But when it's a big thing, like I'm making for my family, they do not like Greek yogurt at all. So they only like mayonnaise. But hopefully they don't watch this video. If they do, they'll probably learn the secret. Oh well. But I always put plain Greek yogurt and I mix it in with the mayonnaise. They've never been able to tell. This will probably be the one video that they actually watch that now they'll know, but hey, whatever. So, moving forward. This is the Kroger brand. And it is the plain. So make sure you do plain. Do not get that mixed up with the with the vanilla. So when I do like my yogurt parfaits, that's the vanilla. But anytime I'm doing anything with like a substitute of mayonnaise or a sour cream alternative, it's the plain Greek yogurt. And you cannot tell or if you're mixing it in, but once you get used to the taste of it, then you'll actually like it. So, as you can see, that's the hammer, the mayonnaise, because the fellas like it. Some big old scoop for that in there. This is the Kroger brand of sweet relish. This is what you're probably going to have considered your sugar because it's 4 grams of sugar per serving, which is about a tablespoon of this. 1 tablespoon is about a serving, so that's about 4 grams of protein. So sugar, not protein, so be careful with that. If you're watching your sugar content, I typically just pour it in. Maybe I don't really measure much. And I'm about to add the eggs, but I want to stir this so I can see if I need more mayonnaise in here. Or if that's the price. So let's see. Like I said, I use lettuce wraps, but this is good, definitely good with grits crackers. Or wheat bread, or white bread. We don't eat white bread too often. Mostly sourdough bread and wheat bread in this house. And then we do have the sweet rolls if it's something special that we have going on. I think I will put some more sweet relish in here. Now add eggs and salt and pepper. And you can add however much salt and pepper to your liking, to your tasting. I don't add a lot because I'm very mindful of salt intake. So, but for the guys, I kind of do more than I like because they're eating it. And if I'm really not want to add anything, then I usually just make mine separate from theirs. So I have these eggs already. They're already hard boiled. I'm gonna go ahead and start cracking these eggs open and getting them put in there. I think I made like about 9 eggs or so. One I ate because I wanted it, and so I think I'm putting probably about 6 eggs in there. I guess before I got on here, I probably could have went ahead and peeled these eggs. So sorry about that, but I'm peeling them really quickly. I'm getting them added. There. Alright, after this I have 2 more eggs to do real quick. Then we can move forward on to the next step. So with eggs, they are a good source of protein. 1 egg is usually about 6 grams of protein. I don't think it's in fiber, but they're good for vitamin D, which is good for your brain and bones and eyes. So. And let me also say I am not a medical practitioner or doctor or advice. This is just my opinion. Want to make sure I put that disclaimer in there. You will not be able to say, well, Nina said this. Well, let me go ahead and say I'm not a medical practitioner, so do your own research on what works for you, and I suggest that you work with your own physician, your own primary care, your own physician, your own clinical team, or whomever your medical practitioners are, as I do with mine. So, all right. So I did put 6 eggs in there. And like I said, with the eggs, 1 egg itself is about 6 grams. So usually I will, in the morning, sometimes when I have my protein coffee, I'll have a hard-boiled egg. And some mornings I don't want it at all, so I just have the protein coffee. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I've noticed days where probably over the weekend too, where I haven't had my injection and it's getting closer to injection time. That's when I typically will have the egg because I'm a little more hungry at that point. So I'm gonna go ahead and mash these up. You can always get your masher. I have one, but it's cheaper. There's like a and just break them down in there. Be sure to comment below that if you do eat chicken salad sandwich, and what is your recipe, or what are some of the things that you put in there that make a difference. Now, from time to time when I make my own, like once I pull this out from the main, I do add like grapes. I don't add it to the main mixture though. When I have my own, I add grapes. I add walnuts or pecans. Depending on what I've had that day, because I do everything in moderation, so it depends. If I had the protein, the yogurt parfait, if I had nuts in them, then I probably won't have them here. So, but I do sometimes cut up apples. I'll do apples in my chicken salad sandwich, or grapes, but my favorite really is grapes and pecans. So. Mashing that egg down, making sure that egg is in there good. You gotta make sure you stir it good and mash them eggs up. But I do not like chunky, when you get the bites and then it's chunky, a big old piece there. I just don't like it. I like to mash them in there pretty good. So. Good little arm workout too. All this stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in here. Alright. Add some salt. Add some pepper. Add a bit of black pepper in here. That should be good. I love my little electric pepper salt shaker. We are almost finished here. Thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate you all for liking and subscribing, and more importantly, leaving comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to interact and see what are other people's thoughts. So this channel has been really fun for me because it's been which I'm surprised because I would have never thought I'd be documenting my life after weight loss. Documenting my life here because I'm such a private person anyway. But I've been so inspired by so many content creators. Definitely Swan. If you haven't checked out Tracy's The Swan's Life, please check her out. I adore that lady. I've never met her a day in my life, but I adore her. She's such an inspiration to so many people in the GL1P community, and I'm sure beyond that, I'm sure. But be sure to check her out. She's such an inspiration. So there are so many people on this journey that you get to come across and that you get to meet and you get to learn from. So be sure to start checking some people out. Like I said, Tracy The Swan's Life for one. Definitely she is Tamika. And I tell you, that woman got guns. She got guns. I'm trying to get to where she said. I'm working on it. Not there, but she is wonderful. So check her out as well. And she has such a catchy little phrase like she is Tamika and Tamika is she. Hey, really like her song. So when you hear it, you're probably gonna jingle, because you're gonna kind of jug a little bit, laugh a little bit because you're gonna hear it. But it's a good look, and then it gets stuck in your head. So check her out as well. So I think we are good here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but chicken salad sandwich. I do have my romaine lettuce is what I like. So I wrap my stuff in romaine lettuce, whether it's the chicken salad sandwich like I'm doing today, or my burgers or my turkey burgers. So I've already washed my romaine lettuce, pre-washed it before. So I'm gonna add this in here. There you go. There we go. There we go. It is gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me all day to eat that, realistically. But it's all good. So like I said, this is a great lunch or dinner. But we typically do it for lunch. Let me put this top on here and go ahead and throw this in the refrigerator. Alright, so we have that together. Alright, so that is our shredded chicken lettuce wraps. And what I do want to say is kind of go through why I think this is a good weight loss management or weight management or protein or for pre and post workouts, is because the chicken, shredded chicken, not just the chicken, but if you have about 3 ounces of shredded chicken, or this mixture, I'll say, if that is probably about 3 ounces, about a half a cup. The protein in the shredded chicken is probably anywhere from 20 to 25 grams of protein, somewhere in there, give or take. And it's lean protein, so that's good. And it's, again, this supports muscle repair and helps you feel full longer. I'm all about muscle repair because I'm in my journey where I am trying to build muscle. And so I am lifting more, and your body needs foods that's going to help muscle repair. So I'm trying to get them guns, y'all. I'm working on it. I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm trying. So the Greek yogurt that I did put in there, which again is that's about 10 grams of protein for half a cup. And I'm going to base all of this off of like a half a cup. So if you have a full cup or more, which most people do, then you know that your numbers will increase. but I'm just going to base it off as a half a cup because that's typically what I eat, and that's what those 3 lettuce wraps is. So the Greek yogurt and half a cup is about 10 grams of protein. It provides calcium and probiotics. So the calcium is good for our bones, of course, and the probiotics is good for our gut health, especially on this journey with constipation being a real thing. You want to have the probiotics in your system to help with digestion and gut health. Again, I'm not a medical provider. I'm not licensed for a medical provider. I work in the healthcare field, but nowhere near being licensed for that. So talk to your healthcare provider, your clinician team, your clinical team, for your journey and for yourself. I'm just giving my opinion. That's all I'm doing. So mayonnaise, about a teaspoon if you have about that. It's a healthy fat, and even though it's like an oily type, you have to be careful with mayonnaise not to overdo it and have so much. But about a teaspoon of it is good, and it also has vitamin E. Vitamin E is good for your skin. So, like I mentioned earlier, the egg, one egg itself has 6 grams of protein, and it's good for your has vitamin D, and it's good for your brain, bones, and eyes. The sweet relish, if you have about 1 tablespoon, that has about a third, doesn't have any protein, but it does have about a third of fiber in it, and pretty much it has small amounts of vitamin K. But it's pretty much for the flavor, to enhance the flavor of it. So, but be careful with that, because the sweet relish does have added sugars in there. So talk to your provider if you're worried about that. I'm not sure what alternatives to that one is as far as sweet relish. I don't know, but just a thought about that. But I'm sorry, I don't know. But look that up and talk to your provider about it. So for 1 serving, basically, of chicken salad sandwich, it's probably anywhere to 37 to 40 grams of protein. And that's very high in one meal, so that's really, really good. And the fiber is really low. The only thing that's the fiber is in that sweet relish. So it's really, really low, almost none in that. So this is a very good high protein meal, but doesn't have a lot of fiber. So when it's combined in a lettuce wrap, if it's wrapped like in romaine lettuce, like I showed you here, then that adds about 1 to 2 grams of fiber. Some added extra benefits with that is because it's the lettuce wraps, the romaine lettuce is its alternative. It's a low carb alternative to having like breads or tortillas. So it also adds hydration. Since lettuce is probably about 95% water, it's good hydration. So the lettuce provides vitamin K, vitamin A, and folate. So that is good for your bones, your vision, and cell health. So this meal is basically kind of like a light meal. So like I said, and it's low calories, and it's balancing your protein, high protein. And so we typically do this for lunch. It's a good lunch. Sometimes I may have it for dinner, which dinner for me is like 5:30, somewhere in there. So I still would eat that. My family typically doesn't eat it in the evening time, but they will if they want it, or maybe something else that they're having. But that is what we're having for today. So I am Nia. Thank you for spending the day and spending some time with me here at Leveled Up Stressed Down. Please be sure to comment. Do you eat chicken salad wraps? What are some of the ingredients that you put in it? Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. I would love to see you back. So I hope that you take care, and remember to be kind to people, because we never know what people are dealing with in this world, and you might just be that one person that smiled at somebody or gave them a kind word, and that might be just what they needed, because this is a stressful world, and we want to level up, but we want to stress down. So I want you to stay hydrated. Make sure y'all drinking y'all water out here in these streets. So keep yourself hydrated. And I wish you all the best. Enjoy. Have a blessed and wonderful week. See you soon.